So this is my gym channel, but I want to talk about what I've been doing for the last 1 year and 6 months. So I remember 2024, very end of March, or very beginning of April is when I started to day trade. And I want to talk about how I exactly got into it. So my brother, who's a year and a half older than me, got into trading and crypto probably in the bear market of crypto, like 2022. Of course, we both bought the top of Bitcoin and Ethereum of 2021, and then it went down from there. But I mean, it is what it is. We had no idea. We were in college. We didn't know. We were kind of just like, let's see if we can just make something. So we threw a couple $100 maybe, and then just lost it basically. Actually, I remember I had $700 in Ethereum, $100 of Bitcoin, and then I think I had like $50 of Shiba that I sent to a wallet, and I don't even know how I did it. And I think I lost it or something. So pretty funny actually. But so my brother was doing that, and I didn't really care about it at all until probably 2024 of March. So then he got me into it finally. But the whole time I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand any of this. I don't see the potential in it. That's what it came down to. I didn't see the potential of what it could be and the scalability of it. So, and before that, I was working at LA Fitness as a personal trainer, making dog shit money. I think I was making at most like 35, 36 an hour, but it was usually 20 something. So, but that was before. So I quit there. And I'm like, okay, what am I going to do now? Because I didn't want to work there anymore. So I quit. Didn't know what I was going to do. I thought I was going to figure it out. Didn't exactly figure it out for a while until I came across day trading. So my brother was a day trader. Then he went to swing trading. But he got me into the whole trading to begin with. So I started on the 5-minute chart, and I still am on the 5-minute chart for day trading. I day trade the S&P 500, and that's it. Just one pair. That's all I do. S&P futures. I use Tradevate and Thinkorswim. I use Tradevate because the margins are way lower right now, and my account isn't massive. So I want to scale it up at like a medium risk when it comes to how much I'm risking for my account size. I know the usual number is 1 or 2% that they say for your whole account that you should be risking per trade. And I agree. In the beginning, when I want to scale it, I'm okay going a little bit more higher risk because I have confidence in my setup. It took me a year and a half. It took me until now to really say, okay, I have an edge. I know when to trade. I know when not to trade. I know when there could be a setup for that day. Before the session opens, I trade from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And the reason I trade that is because it's the most volatile session, first of all. And I look back at my data because I journal all my trades, and I can tell that when I was trading from 9 to 11:30, I just found that all my trades were falling between 9:30 and 10:50 is when I enter. Sometimes a little bit before 9:30. So 9 to 11 is my trading time. Of course, I get on before. I get on around 8:45, 8:50 to mark my levels. I am a trendline key level trader, so I'm not using any of this fib stuff or footprints or RSI or whatever, volume. I don't use any of that shit. I know it works. I know everything works. If you have an edge, I mean, you could literally have a 10 or 20% win rate. And if your wins are very large, let's say it's a 1, you go for 1 to 10s or 1 to 20s, let's just say 1 to 10s. You could lose 9 times, and then on the last one, hit a 1 to 10, and you're in profit by like a 1 to 1. So barely in profit, right? But that just shows how extreme you can take it and actually not lose. You just break even at some point. I mean, is that the best idea? I mean, maybe more of a 30, 40, 50% win rate would be more ideal, unless your brain likes the whole one big winner and you lose like 6, 7 times. My brother's strategy is similar to that because it's a small stop loss, but when it does hit and doesn't hit your stop loss and then reverses back right away, so instant profit, his trades are 1 to 10, 20, 30s. So that's his strategy, but my strategy is a 1 to 2.5 at minimum. It's usually a 1 to 3 or more. Sometimes it's a 1 to 6, 1 to 7, 1 to 9. My biggest trade is a 1 to 9.7, and that was last week on the S&P. It was a short. I believe it was on Thursday. So, but it took me a year and a half to fully understand when to trade and when not to trade. And what I realized, the number one thing that I'm realizing is, well, let me go over a couple things. Psychology doesn't matter until you have an edge, a true edge. Because before that, you can't say, oh, I took this trade because I had FOMO, or I was angry, I was revenge trading, because you don't even have an edge. Only once you have a true edge, a true structure in the market where you're like, okay, this is my trade. This is the day I trade. And you know when it's not the day to trade based on the market structure that it's giving you that day. So that's one thing that I definitely realized, and that was more recent, is that your edge is the most important, then psychology comes into it. So, and then the second thing. This is probably the most important thing that I keep telling myself over and over again. When I win trades, lose trades, don't take trades on days, is that I believe in probability over time. I tell myself that over and over again. I write it down on paper over and over again. Believe in probability. Let's say I take a losing trade. Let's say I took 2 losing trades. Today I took 2 losing trades. So I think out of the last 10 trades, I had a 50% win rate based off the trader rate. So it tells me, I look back, I'm like, oh, okay. So I've won the last 4. It was 2 last week. It was 2 the week before that. So it was 2 really good weeks. And they were big trades too. So today was 2 losers. It is what it is. But I believe in probability over time. I know it's a block of trades. I'm not just thinking short term. I think the issue that I was having, and that a lot of traders have, is that they think very short term. They think this week or this trade. If I lose this trade, I have to take another trade today. That's the wrong thinking. You can't just make up the trade. The trade's over. Whether you missed it, you took it, it was a mistake trade, or you just took it and you lost. So you can be wrong. I think the last thing I'm going to say is being wrong is totally fine. You can do everything right and still be wrong if you have a true edge that you have backtested and you know when to trade and when not to trade. And the only reason I can say this is because I've put all of my mental energy, all into trading the last year and a half. Okay, so in the beginning, I knew nothing. I won a couple trades. I thought I was a trader. My brother told me, bro, you're not a trader. And that sunk in. But I didn't really register that until now. Or the last couple of months, probably. Where I just happened to get a good first week or 2 in the market. I think it was a couple of shorts that I took that were bigger wins. But then, of course, you get crushed right after because you're not sure what you're doing, when to trade and when not to trade. I didn't even know if I didn't even have a stop loss that was placed in. I had to just press it myself to get myself out. I didn't even understand how to do it. So moving forward with this channel, I want to put out some day trading stuff and I want to see how it does basically. I day trade and I go to the gym. I day trade and I go to the gym. That's about the only 2 things that I do. So put out some gym stuff, put out some day trading stuff, see what does better, pretty much. And this is my setup. I got the curved screen because it makes me trade so much better than the flat screen. I'm just fucking joking. It doesn't make any difference. I could trade just on my computer, no mouse, no keyboard, and do the same thing. This just looks better. That's it. So I need a bigger desk though, for sure. When I'm trading, I'm literally like sitting 5 feet away from the screen because my desk is too small. But that's really it. I got no idea how to even do day trading videos, how I'm gonna show my trades, but it's something that I'm gonna try to do. But again, I got no idea how to do it yet. Because when I was putting out the gym videos, those are simple edited videos where I just cut certain things and I could add music over the whole thing or just no music, I'm just talking. So I don't exactly know how to do it yet, but I gotta figure it out. So until then, catch you in the next video and we'll see if there's any trades for the rest of the week. If not, all good. That's how it goes. Sometimes there's no trades for the entire week. Sometimes there's 3 winning trades. Sometimes there's 3 losing trades. It's about a block of trades, 10, 20 trades. Then take a look at your win rate, probability, am I in profit, am I in losses? Were they all my edge that I took? Were there some mistake trades? So, but fine tuning as we go here.